Hello people, I'm doing something a little different today, so come join me for a rant about 2.2 while I beat the medium demon I gave up on last video. I already made a video about 2.2 at the start of October, but this one's more about the release date and the community's reaction to the delays rather than the actual content of the update, so I just want to reflect on the last few weeks first. So I'm not really super in touch with the community, and I don't really comment on Reddit and stuff, but I am a Reddit lurker, so I've been following all the drama and stuff. So personally, I started out having a lot of faith in RobTop. I thought that the update would actually come out in October, which honestly is a new gen mistake. All the people around for 2.1 kept telling us oh well, he never kept his promises back then, and I don't think he's changed that much. Yeah, on a side note, I started playing in 2020, which now would be considered mid 2.1. That's actually crazy, honestly, because when I joined, I was yeah, I'm a late 2.1 joiner, but yeah, apparently not. Anyway, when the update got delayed to November, I did have full faith that it would come out in early to mid-November. So during this time too, I would joke to myself that the thing I'm most excited for about 2.2 is for the shitty check Steam memes to stop on Reddit, because oh my god, that meme got run into the ground and it was never funny to begin with. But when the update got delayed to December, I was okay, this is a bit much, but it'll still be out soon. But now we're halfway through and yeah, Rob has been silent for 2 weeks, and my prediction is February 30th, 2024. But on a serious note, personally, I don't really care when 2.2 comes out. If anything, I'd prefer for it to release later, because I have a huge project planned for the first few months of 2024, playing-wise, and 2.2 is going to screw up the physics and break Mega Hack, which is going to kind of offset my progress a little bit. But for the community's sake, I do hope it comes out soon, because the community is a little bit in shambles right now. Now, the next question, which people have been talking about, will the update actually release? Short answer, yes. It wouldn't really make sense for RobTop to work on this update for so many years only to just not release it. Also, he's not adding any new features now, it's just bug fixing, which, I mean, okay, it could take forever. It could take another year almost, knowing RobTop, but he's not adding any new features, he's bug fixing, so even if it takes a long time, it will release eventually. The most extreme RobTop haters have been saying that he only cares about money and the update is he's making it for free, but even then, 2.2 is going to bring a ton of hype to the game. Even if that were true, he's still going to get a ton more money because more people are going to be buying copies. The community has collectively realized that we can't really trust RobTop anymore, we can't really take his promises to heart, and he is getting a lot of flack for it, and rightfully so, I think. My opinion on RobTop is, I'm not really a Rob hater, but I'm also not a Rob defender, and I feel that's because I'm kind of similar to him. I'm also shitty at time management, so I kind of understand where he's coming from, but not to that extent. I've definitely made fake promises to you all before, saying I'd be uploading more and then I'd be gone for a month. But as for RobTop, I definitely don't think he's only money driven, or that he doesn't care about his community. But if I were in his position, because I know myself, I'd only make such a massive promise to millions of people if I were 100% sure I could fulfill that promise. And clearly he was not 100% sure that he could fulfill his promise, which a shit ton of people have been saying that, but still, my point still stands, and I'm saying this as someone who is really, really bad at time management. So in conclusion, I like RobTop, but I'm very disappointed in him. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about, and I didn't really want to say anything about this, but I feel I should address it because I have opinions, is the Vibrant drama. Oh goodness. I think it's kind of blown over now because I haven't really heard about it too lately. I'm a little bit late, okay? First of all, him and the girl, Meg, they weren't even in a relationship as far as I know, and they never met in real life, so even if they were, it wasn't that bad. But even if they were, it was legal. It was literally legal. I don't really know how relationships work. I've never been in a relationship. From what I've seen, age gap relationships are kind of a case-by-case thing, and I really hate the societal norm of treating minors like little kids that can't think for themselves or make their own decisions. I say this as someone who's not a minor anymore. I could think for myself at 16. I went through some crap. That was I was that age when the pandemic started, and yeah, I'm more mature now, but I wasn't a naive little girl, and I just don't like how some people like to coddle kids until the moment they turn 18, and then, I just don't get it. But it doesn't even matter, because as far as I know, Vibrant didn't do shit with Meg, and I think a friendship between a 16-year-old and a 22-year-old, maybe it's drawing a moral line a little bit, but I think it's fine. I saw someone on Reddit word this very well. They said something what he did was legal, which leaves it up to moral opinions, and you can't cancel someone over opinions. And yeah, I totally agree with that. It's just a sucky situation because Vibrant is such an important person in the community, and now he's scared to come back. and it's 100% our fault. So with all this going on, I kind of want to talk about like the community's future. I'm staying optimistic about the update, which is partially because I'm fully satisfied playing in 2.1. But I'm kind of worried about like the community's well-being going forward. If 2.2 takes a long time to come out, more and more people will leave, especially because the app literally doesn't work on mobile, and 90% of the player base is on mobile. But my bigger worry is if 2.2 comes out a buggy mess, and then Rob takes like 5 years to release 2.21. But I do think that if that were the case, probably mod menus would come out and like fix a lot of those issues. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm mostly just like scared that the community will just split apart upon the update's release. And like I said, I'm not that in touch with the community, but like you guys are the reason I still play this game, especially like my channel is a huge motivator. But overall, I'm not like super concerned about the community dying out. I'm just kind of scared of all the rough patches we're gonna go through. But ultimately, thousands upon thousands of people love this game. They play every day, they watch content on it, and some people literally, like, it's their job to play GD. And I think we've been through a lot worse. Well, okay, maybe we haven't been through a lot worse, but we've been through some bad stuff and we made it through. So yeah, thanks for listening to my rant. I hope you guys enjoyed this format. It's a bit of a experimental thing that I'm doing. And with that said, enjoy my demon completion. And I beat it in 608 attempts, meaning I beat a medium demon in the 1000 attempt challenge with 3 lives to spare. But yeah, while we're waiting for 2.2, I plan to make a lot more content. I'm still gonna be grinding stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys are cool with that. So that being said, I'll see you all next time. Bye.